Hi guys, welcome back to another swatching eyeshadows by Colour. So can you tell what color family are we swatching today based on my shirt? So today, rather tonight, I will be swatching orange eyeshadow. So this includes peaches, corals, like golds that leans more towards orange. So basically anything that has orange in an eyeshadow. It doesn't matter if it's like 1%, I mean like 10% of the shadow, as long as I see a hint of orange, I'm gonna swatch it. So we're gonna do this as usual. I'm gonna start with the palettes that are currently included in my project pans. What's that? No Pan Left Behind challenge. Okay, so let's start with the palettes that are currently in my project pan. Find those eyeshadows and No Pan Left Behind. Okay, so wait a second, I forgot a palette. This is the Focallure Everchanging palette. This is the palette. We cannot get this one anymore. If you go to Shopee Focallure and Lazada Focallure shops, they don't sell this anymore, but I have seen this being sold in Middle East. So maybe if you are in Middle East or if you are in Arab countries, maybe you can still get this one. So in this palette, I'm gonna swatch these two shadows. So this one is a shimmery shade, and then this one is a matte orange. And I'm also gonna include this one. This is Serene. I know it looks more like a dark beige, but when I actually use this in my lids last week, like the Get Ready With Me video I did last week, it actually looks more peach on my eyes rather than a beige. So I'm just gonna start with this arm, with my left arm. It is the Detail Egyptian Desert palette. This palette is no longer available, and the company renamed their brand, so it's just Detail. Yeah, Detail Cosmetics, I think, not Detail Makeover anymore. So in this palette, I will be swatching these two. So this is a matte, kind of a muted orange, and then this one is like a dark beige, but it looks more peachy on my lids. So let's watch. So this is the shade Papyrus, and then this is the shade Cleopatra. Palette included in my project pan is this Focallure Perth palette. This palette you can no longer get because Focallure loves to discontinue their eyeshadow palettes. So in this palette, I think we have these two that I will be swatching. This one is more on the peachy pink side, but I haven't swatched this on my pink eyeshadows video, so I'm gonna swatch in this video. And then I'm also swatching this two. This is a golden peach shimmer shade, and then this one is more of a warm neutral shade, but it looks really orange when I put this on my eyes. So put it in here. So the last palette that is included in my Fandos eyeshadows is the BH Cosmetics Zodiac palette. And in this palette, we have two orange shades, like two dark orange shades. So the so this is the matte Sagittarius, and then this is the Scorpio shimmer. So next palette I'm going to show you is this Colourpop, the Zodiac palette. This is in collaboration with Kathleen Lights, and you cannot get this palette anymore. So in this palette we have two oranges. This one is a true orange, and then this one is a orangey gold kind of vibe. Okay, so this is the Aries shade, and then this is the Leo shadow. Oh my god, I have opened. Wait. Let me retouch. Tokyo palette. This is the palette that I'm talking about that has a good quality compared to the Perth palette. In this palette, I think we have three orange leaning shades. These two mattes in here, and then this one shimmer shade in here. And by the way, if you see my face becoming oily, it's because it's really hot in here in the Philippines. We are approaching summertime, and I cannot do anything about that. I have already retouched my makeup, but of course after 5 minutes my face will be oily, so I just have to deal with it. Again, the two mattes and then the shimmer. Oh, I skipped. Huh? What happened? I think I stepped on an eyeshadow. Wait, I'm sorry about that. This is the downside of recording on your phone, because you can't really see what you are doing. Palette is a You Can Be Light chocolate palette, and you heard the part of the palette breaking apart. So this palette is already breaking apart, but this is my favorite palette in this line. This is the You Can Be Light chocolate palette, and in this palette we have one orange, and I'm gonna swatch it in here. But it actually looks darker when you swatch it. Next palette is this brand. I'm not gonna pronounce it anymore, but it's a C Beauty brand. But I checked their online shop, and I don't know what happened. The products were gone. Maybe they were closing out, or maybe they are in the process of rebranding, as a lot of affordable C Beauty brands kind of doing right now. I think they are catching up with the C Beauty indie brands. Okay, this is the palette, and in this palette we have this matte coral shade, and then this one peachy shade. So we're just gonna put that in here, and this one too. I hope you can see that. So this part of my arm is already full. And let's transfer here. Focallure Sunrise Impressionism palette. Actually, this palette has a bigger version, but I just got this one because I bought this way back in 2020, and in 2020 I am not really into warm tones, but Focallure does a lot of warm tone eyeshadow palettes, and I just want to buy every palette that they have, but thankfully I didn't buy everything that they have. So in this palette, I think we have like 4 of these that are in the orange kind of family. I know this one is like a really light peach, but it has that orange hint to it. So we're gonna swatch, and then this pressed glitter is this pink base with a orange, yellow, green glitters to it. But I'm just gonna swatch it in this video. So we're gonna transfer in here. Don't wanna step on any of the eyeshadows again. It overlapped. Oh, not really. Palette is this one from Pink Flash. This is the Cranberries and Cream palette. This palette is really nice for summer, especially the Asian girlies that's looking for an affordable eyeshadow palette that's pigmented. Pink Flash has really good eyeshadow palettes. Pink Flash is the baby sister of Focallure, but they cater more to teenagers. So in this palette we have these 2 orange shadows. The mattes in here are really pigmented. I have used this palette like 2 years ago. That's a really long time. But I have like over 60 palettes. So that's why I am doing this No Pan Left Behind, because I am doing those eyeshadows, but I was kind of neglecting my other palettes. So this is the Maria Colors palette. I only saw this brand from Shopee Choice. So in this palette we have 2 oranges. You have seen a lot of this palette from last month. This palette was a participant on my Panzo's eyeshadows. So let's put this in here, and this is the shimmer shade. Palette is the Focallure Sweet as Honey palette, and in this palette we have one peach shadow, which is called Deep Peach. Just gonna put this in here. Okay, next is a quad from Focallure. No, sorry, not Focallure. From Squad Cosmetics. This is a Filipino brand. This is the Serene quad. I'm gonna swatch all of these because these are different tones of peaches. The Eye Magic High Heels eyeshadow palette, and in this palette we have one orange kind of a shimmer with, like matte with shimmers. I think it's more of a satin finish, but you can definitely use this as your crease or like a deepening shade. PH Royal Affair palette, and in this palette we have two kind of orangey shade. This one is like a warm brown, but it looks orange on my skin. Okay, so this one looks more yellow, but it has a hint of orange, so we're gonna swatch it in this video. This palette is the Beauty Glazed Brownie palette. In this palette we have one orange shadow which looks like that. Palette is the Beauty Glazed Almond palette, and in this palette we have one orange and like a pastel orange. Just gonna put this in here. Oh, I'm sorry, you cannot see that. ZZ Rose Plate palette. I know this is like a pink red palette, but this too leans more on the orange side. So Chestnut palette, and I think this would have to be my favorite neutral palette from C Beauty and one of my top neutral palettes overall. So in this palette we have one orange shadow. This one is a matte with glitters. I don't know why brands keep on doing that. Like, if you make a matte with no glitters, or make a satin, or make a straight up shimmer, but don't put glitters on matte. It's annoying. For a millennial, like a 30-year-old millennial, it's annoying as hell. Is the Perfect Diary. This is the Red Fox palette, and in this palette we have one matte orange shade. This one has the overspray of a fox's tail, but since this is old, the overspray. Why do I keep swatching on the wrong finger? I'm so sorry. Oranges, peaches, corals, other shadows that have orange tint to them. I cannot believe I have this much, because I thought, like, I know I have a lot of warm tone palettes, but I didn't think that I have this much shadows that are belonging in the orange family. I have a lot, and I don't really wear oranges, but you know, like, lately I have been loving wearing warm tones, and as you can see, I have like a warm eyeshadow look with like a red on my outer V. So that shade is actually this shadow. This one is a muted red. Okay, so yeah, I think next I'll do reds. So much for watching. Thank you for taking the time in watching this video, and I hope you have a nice day and stay safe as always. Bye.